here on the YouTube space. I even do back you up just a little bit. Get you a little bit more. Get this table going. First little live stream going on here. Hopefully that's okay. Hopefully it does look decent. But welcome. First live stream here on the YouTube channel. But for those of y'all who follow me like on Instagram, which is probably not a lot from the YouTube space, I have more there on Instagram. But about every week I've been doing for how long? It might be near a year. I don't think it's been a year, but it's been a while. But every week I come in and I do, what does that say? Welcome to live chat. Remember? Yeah, okay. It's like I'm trying to get used to the interface. It's about the same as when it comes to Instagram, but it seems a little more complicated. But that's just because I'm me. So yeah, but every week I come on here and I unbox random stuff, figures, essentially, whatever I'm looking at. We might even move this down just a little bit more. Get right there. Yeah, that looks better. More of my table kind of space here, and as you can see, got the whole collection going on, got everything. And yeah, but as we do every week, first we will talk about our weekly pickups of this weekend. Got some pretty good ones. Ones that will probably open at some point soon in the future. But first, I'm gonna show off. Got this at GameStop. Is the new retro carded Spider-Man Wave Tombstone. He looks pretty cool. It's like I've definitely been waiting, for this version of Tombstone, and this figure looks perfect for that. So excited to finally get my hands on this and get going. Get my lights a little bit more. You want more pointed? I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out what's best for this. But yeah, here he is, looking pretty cool. And it's like, but we'll get more into that. But yeah, Richard Carter Tombstone, got him at GameStop. And then today, it's actually kind of interesting. The first time I've actually gotten something is the other villains of this new retro Spider-Man wave. First the Jack-o'-lantern. They're also on that retro carded card, and then also Hallows Eve, one of the newer Spider-Man villains. I assume a villain, but she's kind of cool. I don't really have any connection, but of course, she's on like the more kind of like the modern carding, how they do with like the weird, like the techno web. Excuse me, that's my stomach growling. I just ate dinner. Yeah, but these ones are kind of special because these are the ones I got at at the Toys R Us in Macy's, because Toys R Us exists at Macy's. So it's like, and I was out the other day with my buddies at the mall. It's like, and I saw these, and I was like, oh, it's like they sell good toys at Toys R Us now. This is crazy. So a great find, pretty rare find. And they also had, Tombstone there, but I got him before. And then they also had Spider Shot and Scarlet Spider as well. I didn't pick up the Scarlet Spider because I got the Mayfax. So we'll see. I don't know if I ever really want to get it. It just doesn't really do anything for me, but we'll see. But probably the most interesting thing I've gotten this week. It's like, and I haven't really gotten a whole lot of figures, trying to save money. And I was just like, you know what? I want this. I'll get it. And this is, and also shout out to Fanfare there, and shout out to Steph specifically. She's awesome. Thank you. Is the actual retro carded yeah, the TMNT Fugitoid, where this is like actually like an actual carded retro. You can see there it says 1990 right there in like in all the copyrights. Yeah, because this was like, yeah, like this is an actual like an all yeah, like an actual card, like a retro card. Of course, he has a little bubble damage there, but for me, I'm gonna be opening him anyways. But I was like, oh, I'll get this. Why not? It's like I had a yeah, like I had a gift card, and it's like yeah, it's kind of like it's in the card, and it's pretty cool. It's like it's nice to have this, so we will definitely be seeing him some point. I don't know if we're gonna do him next week. Might be a week after next. I still have to figure out what to do next week. But also, oh yeah, also a weird thing, the hole isn't punched at the top. So I think that's pretty cool. That's pretty neat. So yeah, but we shall see. So that will be a future little play date. But first, yeah, onto the topic of this stream, which is still turtle related, is we're going to be looking at both from Neca and Playmates, yeah, their Mondo Gecko figures. Of course, the Neca one we have here with the art and then the actual figure there. And then with the Playmates, where this is their re-release, as you can see, with the little thing there, which is weird and looks ugly. But, you know, this is their newer release, yeah, like of the retro figures. We have like all like the storage shell turtles and like April and yeah, like I'm Rightful Lay and all those guys, and then all your villains too. But yeah, just adding to the retro collection and then also to the Mecha cartoon turtles. I'm gonna move my lights down because it looks very, very dark. How about that? Does that look good? I think that looks better. Moving these down like all the way. Excuse me as I try to learn what I'm doing on the job. Does that look better? I mean, that looks good for that, so. We're not going to dwell off too far, hopefully, for what we're doing. But yeah, I think what we're going to do first is we're going to be looking at this Playmates, and this Neca will be our final, yeah, like our final look at something today. I'm going to fix my light. That annoys me. Ugh. I'll be right back. There we go. Put on that warmer light. Kind of helps, I feel, balance out a little bit. But yeah, we're going to be looking at the retro carded, the Mondo Gecko. And I will want to actually, because since I actually do have an actual retro figure here, you can see kind of the difference when it comes to the original and to these new ones. It's like, of course, it's basically all the same really things going on in the front with the with the colorful the brick pattern there, as you can see, and then with all the unique art of the character, and then even has a little "eat my dust, dudes," and then but they also have the little the Mondo Gecko with the turtle shell. So it's like, okay, it's like he's with the turtles compared to the original, where it actually used to just be up at the top, and it said, it's like, and they did have the turtle shell, but it would just be there at the top. So that's pretty cool that they kind of changed that. They're like, okay, it's like we can do something more different, make it look better. But it's essentially the same. Oh, and also, with the little like the hook kind of thing instead of just the regular punch out there. And then also on the back, completely different. where you have, with the re-release where it always has, the turtles, like their, like the origin story, and then you also have all your turtles and all your good guys and bad guys as usual, and then also the card, which is nice with that, and then it's the same, with the old one, but with the Fugitoid, you have the weapons and all the rest of the more heroes and villains, but this is later on in the wave, so this will be later on. I know I'm talking about that toy a lot, but it's just for comparison's sake. But yeah. Oh, and also, I do want to show how they actually show Mondo Gecko on the back of there. Because you can kind of see it's like he has more paint apps. So where they actually paint the little roller skate on the end of the tail. And also like there's more like there's more like contrast of like colors like blacks and whites and just a lot of stuff like that. So that's just cool to have that. My lights are just not working that well, but we're making it work. But look at that. Kind of hard to see, but he's up there at the top. Just kind of interesting how they show off like those prototypes. How they're so different compared to what they're doing now and how they do things. And then even back then, it's like, I don't even think that that's even that accurate to the retro toy, of how they have it on the packaging with more paint. But that's how they have it here, where it's kind of more like the actual toy, and then they actually photograph those. So that's nice. So yeah, so it actually is a different little image there, as you can see. But it's about the same kind of thing. But of course, here on the packaging, have the turtle logo there, have Mondo Gecko, and Eat My Dust Dudes. All that nice artwork. There's always some great artwork, and this is always like my favorite, like retro cards ever. It's like like it's kind of like if I ever wanted to start collecting like mint on box, it would just be with the turtles for sure. Definitely with the turtles, because these are perfect. Because these are perfect little books here. And then anything else really to show off in the front? Not really, except for the actual figure with his skateboard there, and then you got Mondo Gecko himself. Now on the back, the origin of the turtles. Nickelodeon is the big thing now. But then you have all your heroes and your villains and your cutout card, which I do actually cut out, and then all the Playmates socials, legalese, barcode. Nothing on the bottom. Who cares? We're gonna get this open. We'll go like this. So we're just gonna go for it. I always want to make kind of clean, kind of cut out of this. Get that out as easy as possible, so kind of keep that intact, but we tear that. It's going to be torn up anyways, so there's our card. Yeah, and then it's nicer having that Mondo Gecko thing over there, but we will be saving the actual card for that later. So that goes. There's our little plastic prison. But then there's our actual figure there. Yeah, with his little thing, and then this weird, kind of like their factory sticker. I don't know what's really, I guess it's like a non-piratable sticker, apparently, because there's like stuff on the inside, and it says like Gecko and has like squiggle lines, so I guess if like if they know that this is gonna get out, it's like and be kind of like made into what is it? Into into like a bootleg. So they're like, hey, it's like we got this because we want people to know this is legit. This isn't fake. This is a real toy. So pretty cool. Yeah, well, we'll get him open, get him going. You know, it's like these are pretty simple figures, nothing really too much to write home about. I am kind of getting tired of this green tie that's around these figures because you already twist tie at the arms and the legs. You don't need a body tie. It's not going anywhere. But nevertheless, we shall do it. We shall get going with this. So there's our tie in there. And then with that, goes for our snippers. Put that right there. 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 Just, okay. Comes out pretty easily, thankfully, so those ties are not too much of a burden to get through with these retro style figures. We're done with you. Here is our Mondo Gecko out of the box. Of course, very limited in the articulation. It's very basic, but get my lights. I always need to readjust. It's never perfect. But even get this where it's more forward so we can have less shadow in the front. But there we go. Has a swivel at the base of the neck. There has a rotation at the shoulder there on both sides. The arm has a full rotation at the tail, which is really nice to have. And then, of course, the whole legs of like the whole legs themselves have just a kind of just like a ball, essentially, that just goes forward, goes back pretty far, and goes out not that far, but it's like that they're meant to really just stand there and you just adjust with them. But I will say I love this design. I love like having like the black hair kind of coming through where you have like the ponytail coming out, but then you have like the one streak of hair, and then with this little purple backwards cap. Yeah, it's very nice. And then have like the blue, yeah, like basically like as the eyebrows, and then these big red eyes. Or does he have actual eyebrows, I think? Or are those supposed to be his eyelids? I mean, they look like eyebrows. He has like little, like he has actual eyebrows there. I don't know if you can see. But then he has those bright red, yeah, those gecko eyes. Yeah, again, then all that white teeth there, and then even having like a little bit of of that silver paint, yeah, to show off the braces, and then that tongue hanging out like like he's a dog, like going against the wind. Why is my phone on do not disturb? It should be on that. There we go. No one's doing nothing, but yeah. And then we get down, it's like, and of course they have that, yeah, kind of like that lizardy kind of spotty kind of like tin scale texture, and then goes down to the shirt where that has a little, like a skull and crossbones kind of sticker. Is that? And it is actual skateboard. So that's a nice little touch that's an actual like a red skateboard. And then getting down to the end of the body, you have like this little lizard stomach poking out there because his shirt's all tattered, and then he's wearing some purple shorts there, which are also tattered at the end. Has a little, like a waistband that's like kind of ripping. But then at the bottom of the legs, you have, the scales going on, and then on this leg, you have that skeleton kneecap, and then on the other leg, you have kind of like a spiked red metal kneecap. So that's very nice. And then the shoes are just like these black sneakers, but they have like little like foot protectors, I guess. So that's kind of cool. But then getting back up, because on the arms you have you have like that sleeve kind of sculpt going down, to the arm where you have the scales going on, and then you have like your elbow pads, which are just like basic elbow pads, but but they just have like that purple kind of there, and that's on the same on the arm too, a little bit bigger just because this is sculpted differently. Like on this hand, it's like you don't have a glove, and it's just his weird gecko hand compared to this one, where he has the red glove. Excuse me. I can't breathe today. But yeah, we have this, like a signature red glove right there on the hand, so it's very well done. Yeah, like pretty clean, like paint wise. I would say, of course, you can kind of see like that green kind of bleed through, like the yellow on the shoulders, but what do you expect? It's an old style toy. And then back there, and then there's no detail on there besides like your copyright logos, but then probably but one of my favorite parts is his tail. Is this actually, and that is actually a ball. I thought it was just a rotation, but that is a full ball. Like it actually rotates up and down and side to side, so I can just swivel, so that's really cool. But it is kind of like your like it's kind of it's kind of like a dinosaur monstrous kind of scale. It's like it's very bumpy, but then at the end of that you have a little board right there at the bottom. Like of course not painted, which kind of sucks. I feel like they really should do that. Like now, it's like how they have it. Like with the original, like the with the original, like the product images, like of the, like of the original toy line. But it's like it's like, but these are how these came out. Like this is how these looked. I think that with this though, it's like it did come with a sticker sheet. I can't breathe today. Like to really like use with this figure and to use on a skateboard, but that doesn't come included, sadly. So, oh well. But you can kind of see if we get him just on his feet, it's kind of he stands pretty well. Like his tail's in the air, but if you want his tail, it's like all the way back. That doesn't really, it doesn't really bother him too much, and to get him flat isn't bad because he's meant to be on a flat surface, so you can get him. So this is how he would really be if you want him to just stand there. So that would be like his pose. But can't have a skater without the skateboard. And now this is cool. So where you have this whole like this, essentially like this engine run, kind of like super skateboard. If like it feels like, because you have like an engine, you have exhaust. It's like, but then you have like some tech stuff going on at the bottom, so that's really cool. So it's kind of like it's kind of like a super skateboard essentially. But then you have that little design there on the actual board with the green, with the green flames and the little purple, little designs, and then having the same like the skull. It's on the shirt, so that's really cool. Yeah, so that's very nice. And then, and then the wheels are just your basic wheels. I don't even think they really have. They do have a little bit of like design inside the actual tire there, but you can kind of see. That's kind of, you don't really see it from afar. It's like, but they do rotate, so that's very nice. Of course, with the original toy, because is a toy. It's meant to roll like that. So, but yeah, we are gonna get him on his board. Get him going. Yeah, this guy is ridiculous. But you know what? That's what. Yeah, yeah. That's kind of like the whole point of like the turtles. It's like it's supposed to be wacky fun. Nothing very much going on, but you know, it's a great time. It's really cool. Here he is riding his board there. We'll get him looking that way, or if you prefer him going kind of that way. Kind of wish that they would have, I don't know, it's like maybe have him more like centered. Like have him, I guess, kind of how I imagine it, I guess. He would be. Maybe where like you have like the front foot, like right here at the front of the board, so he can kind of actually look forward, but no, what do I know? I just talk about toys on the internet. It's not like I make them. Keep losing my place for that. There we go. So it's kind of like he's, because it's essentially like like he's putting like so much weight onto the actual, yeah, like onto like his heels. Like he's only like skating on his heels as compared to using his whole foot, which seems kind of weird to me, but what do I know? And that's like the whole thing. It's like, what do I know? It's like, I just want to just talk about this stuff. Because I think it's cool, and I can't get his foot to stay now. Okay, so it kind of has to be. It's kind of like that kind of shape. Like I'll do. I guess kind of like that. Yeah, where he's like, what's up, dude? Hey, bro. He's kind of like, watch out, bro. I'm coming through. So, of course, I don't think it really works well with this table. It's like, and also because of the weight, it feels kind of unstabilized a little bit, but we can do him. There we go. See, he rolls. It doesn't want to roll for some reason. I don't know why, but I think it's just the fact that this is not a yes, like it's a very smooth table, but I think because this is hollow, I don't know. Yeah, but he looks pretty good there. He looks pretty cool. Yeah, so nice little toy, definitely a nice addition to the collection, and we'll do comparisons with him now. So first, do them with one of our turtles, of course, with Michelangelo, because they're dudes. So he looks pretty good there. Look at those guys. Look pretty cool. Of course, I kind of feel, yeah, like after seeing this guy, it's like, yeah, it's like, yeah, like I definitely get why it's like, okay, yeah, it's kind of like a business wise of making multiple, like of the turtles in the same line again and again does make sense. It's kind of like, yeah, because it's always like the head sculpt. It's always like, yeah, it's kind of like, yeah, I get it. It's kind of like, it's not like very cartoonish. It's more kind of comic, but that's because they made these first. So they kind of age poorly when they get to like their other ones, but you know, they still look great. And it's like definitely gonna use them in pictures one day, so we'll see. But a figure from the same exact wave, yeah, like our first one that we'll be looking at is our Genghis Frog, who we, which is a character that we have looked at before on our previous live stream unboxing. Go check out Insta for that, because that was a great time, where we also opened up all of the other Neca frogs, too, which we will be looking at soon. But they look great together. All the different colors and the looks, but it's kind of like the same, kind of like the cartoonish kind of style toy style. Of course, yeah, when it came to Playmates, they basically made their own designs for the characters. But they look pretty cool. They look awesome. And then our last comparison was also from the same line is the Leatherhead. Get him in here. It's like, and we also have to get like a bad guy in there. It's like, because he's a bad guy in the show. Yeah, but look at them. They look pretty cool. Pretty reptile, man. Pretty awesome. But yeah, this Mondo Gecko was honestly a fun figure. It's kind of like, especially like having the skateboard, and then just seeing like all the little design details that they always put into these weird characters and figures. It's like they look so good, even if you do like a side shot where he's like, oh, it's kind of like, you still kind of like get like the scene. It's kind of like you have the wind, and you got the tail, and you got the tongue. So he's like insane, but he's really cool. Always kind of like, I feel like in videos, like I was always like, it's like, why the tongue? It's like, that looks so weird. But now that I see it, it's like, okay, it's like, I get it. It's like he'll probably be more like this, honestly, because I'm just used to kind of like that profile. But like that is like, that's not bad at all. Like even like that profile, it's like, that looks great. It looks amazing. They didn't color the eyes, which is kind of weird to me that they didn't color the rest of the eyes, because they're just green to red, unless that's supposed to represent like the skin going over. That is what that represents. Okay, so that actually makes sense, because he actually, because it has actual eyelids, so makes sense. Yeah, I'm just looking for anything to talk about this figure more, because this is a great figure. So it's like, so if you're after like any of these, get this. It's like he kind of feels a little bit like the sleeper so far, like of this wave. Definitely, the Leatherhead kind of felt like a sleeper, but it's like, but they've been selling out pretty well, so I'm happy about that. Well, yeah, what am I doing? Yeah, but pretty great figure. Gonna put him. Do we want to just put him front and center? We can just do that. You can just hang out, cause then, sorry, 8:39 and 40 minutes. 33 minutes. But we're gonna get to the Neca version of Mondo Gecko. As you can see here, some great art packaging as always from Neca, showing off the character, and then they have a little, like a name on there where it's Shred Mondo Shred. So that's really cool. And then on the side you have, kind of like this child's kind of drawing, the Neca logo, turtles, Shred. What is it? Shred Mondo Shred. I just forgot about it. At the top, you have the TMNT logo and Nickelodeon warning. At the bottom, nothing much. All of our great people who make these toys. All these people are amazing. Thank you so much. Then, where were we? Because then on the other side, it's just the same there. And then on the back, you have our TMNT logo. You have the bio, of Mondo Gecko and his friend. What's his name? Kerma? I don't know anything about Kerma, because I didn't really watch the cartoon, but these look great. It's like you have some nice, some promo images, kind of retro style, kind of cutouts. So they look great. And they look pretty cool. And then, and then at the bottom you have them together, like, and they're like, oh, dude. And it's like, well, what about like space and stuff? And he's like, well, it's like, I gotta go to my planet to see my people or something. So, really cool. Great little box art. And then Inside you have a nice big like a promo image of Mondo Gecko, looking pretty cool, showing off. Just showing off. That skateboard. Very well, very cool. And then have the actual figures there and their little accessories. So we're gonna get this open without ado because they look pretty cool. We're gonna move him now for safety. Our X-Acto blade, where I drop it and then I grab for it. Do not grab for knives. That is not a healthy thing. I already opened this. I forgot about that. And we will see why. But yes, but I did already open that. It's right there. It's already cut. I didn't even have to do that. But reopening him now. I totally forgot that I opened him. But I didn't actually get out the figure. I just got out for a few accessories. So I got some stuff there because the ones, well, let me just show off everything we got here. There's everything in the plastic tube. That goes away. There is everyone. We got Mondo, we got Kerma, and we got all these crazy accessories. And there's one that I actually took. Yeah, like I took this one for a picture, and I took this bag thing. If I can get it. I know I took it at some point. Yeah. There's our bag. There's our weird gauntlet thing. I'm going to take off this bag. One though. Yeah. But there's our, like our back accessories. Like our ones that were hidden away. Skateboard out might be a little scary. There we go. Safe and sound. And then we do have a few twist ties. We will get out this first though. Down there. Tail always comes separate. A bare hand. And a gloved hand. And we'll get close-ups of all of that in due time. We have more twist ties to get rid of. Not too many, but just enough to keep me busy. What? Okay. Ooh. Our little lizard. That's weird looking. They got this man twisted around the neck. Oh, come on. You don't have to do it like around the neck. Ain't that serious? Ugh. Well, there goes Kerma. I should have just done that. Mondo. They're gonna choke you to death. Okay. There we go. As you can see, that's always very tedious. But you know, it's for protection of the figures. That's the whole point. Did that even like cut all the way? I don't think it did. Okay, I just pulled it out. Whatever. That goes there. All these little ones go there. And our plastic moves away. All the trash is gone. There we are. There's our main man. Mondo Gecko. Got a little weird fiber hair on there. I'm trying to get this tail on. See if it requires heating. I can push it if I wanted to. Which I kind of want to. Because I'm a madman. Because I just should go for things. There we go. Perfect. Perfect little fit. It's like it didn't even come off at all. Ugh. Of course, always the first thing I always kind of forget about, like with Neca, is that they put a lot of coats of paint on their figures. It's always a little bit weird. So you're going to get paint chips for sure, like I already got some on my glove hand. No, see, that's not a bad look. Here for Mondo. Just always like the flesh colored hands. Like that paint just always goes. And then shoulders. Doing all that stuff. I'm just making sure. That's going to chip off probably. That looks okay. That's probably going to be fine. We'll just see. But I do want to show y'all him in the flesh. Because you can see him right there. But not in the front. And in the front, he looks pretty cool. Look at that. It's like the chillest dude, skater dude in the world. Like, this is like definition of a skater dude, but he's a lizard. It's like, this is so, like, insane. So I guess we'll just start, it's like you have your same, essentially, like, exact details. I'm about to knock everything over. But you have your same, essentially, exact details. Okay, we're going to do this comparison. You have with the Playmates, where you have the front streak in the hair, the backwards cap, the ponytail, the yellow shirt, with a logo, except with this, the logo is actually, it's kind of like, it's just like a lightning bolt, with 2 dots, and the, kind of the red swoosh, essentially, going through that. It's like, you don't have the skeleton, so, probably because they're like, it's a show for kids, can't have the skeleton, but, it's like, but with this, you still actually have with this one, is that you can actually have his mouth closed or open, and he has some front teeth there and an actual tongue that's painted. And then with the ponytail, the actual hair tie is painted on there, and then there's little black line details on the hat to highlight, and then even with how the faces, it looks pretty cool. I guess definitely more of like an actual like an animated kind of feeling. And then you actually get the neck actually sculpted on there. It's like, and that's actually a whole separate piece. And then you get the overlay shirt here, where you have the collar and then the ripped up ends of the shirt, and then that also exposes his his gecko stomach again, and then with the same purple pants, just more kind of simplified and streamed. Oh, and also with the with that kind of like that very, very bluish green kind of or the underbelly kind of color, but then you get down to the legs, it's that same like that cell shading where you have the where you have like the lighter yellow green, what am I saying, it's like, and then your darker green on the back, so it creates like that cartoon look that they had, and it looks really cool. And it's like and of course with the same as the other design, have the skull, but it's actually painted with the little brows and the eyes and the nose painted in, and then having the actual like the wrap right there painted, and then having the spiked one too, all painted, wrapped around, and then the shoes were kind of like the same design, but these are actually, like just more of like just actual like tennis shoes looking. So it's like, and then you have the little, like the, with the actual, like the laces going on there, and those are painted. So then actual bottoms of shoes. So yeah. And then getting to the arms again, as we did last time. So where we have, like the arm, where you have the actual spiked, kind of like elbow, like the elbow, with the elbow pad, and then we have that detailing going on there, and then down to the actual hand, where this is an open hand, and he only has 4 appendages, and has a, like his nails are actually kind of like an orangey color, so that's really cool. And then on the other arm, it's just the same really detail going on there, but just with the red glove detailing sculpted on there, and then with the actual like the cuff right there for the gloves. So that's very, very nice. It's very cool. Welcome, whoever is here. I wish I could check that. It's kind of weird that I can't, but welcome. Yeah. Great little figure. Articulation. So, of course, has a ball at the top of the head and at the bottom of the neck. So looks up about that far. Looks down like crazy, like all the way. So that's really cool. And then have rotation at the top of the head, even at the neck there. Yes, the sugar smacks guy. Hello, Gavin. Welcome. But then shoulder goes up about that far. Goes back down. Oh yeah, and also the mouth moves. Before I forget about that, we can actually open the mouth so he has an actual regular closed mouth look, and then a open. So where he's like talking and being cool. But then, but then you have the shoulders again, coming up, coming down, have a single elbow rotation right there. Oh, and also a bicep rotation too. They always hide that. We also get a rotation there at the single jointed elbow, which only goes about that far, essentially. But not bad. Not bad at all. But then, with these hands, you have a in and out hinge and also a rotation there. So pretty cool. And then his other hands do the same thing, but they're fisted. But we'll look at those last. Then there's a torso joint there. I don't know. I don't think it moves. It feels very stiff. So I think it's just rotation, and I don't know why they don't just go the full distance. So maybe they can. Oh, I can't really tell. Like there's like a little bit of wiggle room in there, but you're not gonna get very much crunch. You're not really gonna. You can go back pretty okay, but and side to side is okay, but not the greatest. It could be a better range. Yeah, like your crunch is like that much. That's it. I don't get it. But yeah, then we have our leg goes forward that much from the top of the thigh, goes back about that much, goes out. Can almost do the full splits there, so that's insane. Has a thigh joint actually on the actual ball. That goes into the body. So it's actually rotating up there on the actual like the pants part. Is there rotation at the waist? There is none. Okay. But then you still get rotation here on the inside of the thigh. Then a double jointed knee, and even gets pretty good range there, even with the knee pad. Oh, well, my leg just came off. Well, I guess it's good that that's easy to put back on. So that's nice. So we'll do that with that same one. Make sure that's going to stay on there. But get into the feet. Did you hear about the new Fantastic Forecasting? I did, Gavin. It looks pretty good. Kind of weird still having Pedro Pascal as our Mr. Fantastic, but I think he looks great though. It's like in the image they showed, it looks pretty good. But then at the shoe there, goes back about that much. Goes forward, not really that far, and you do get some ankle rocker, but it's not the greatest. So, like in the feet department, this figure could do better, despite being despite being like a skateboarder. But whatever. It's weird. We'll get him in a nice neutral stance, where he's just like, whoa, dude, chill out, man. Bro, this is a safe space. Back off. Even if I want to... No, I won't do that yet. We'll do it in a minute. But he's not the only figure we have. Because then he comes with, essentially, another figure, which is Kerma. I was trying to... who's like this space turtle from another planet that's being destroyed, so he goes to Earth and gets like the turtles, like a Mondo Gecko, and again, like some other mutants to come like protect his planet. So, it's like in this character I don't really have like any like attachment to. I don't really know what their entire deal was before I researched for this. Kerma, like Kermit. Like the frog. At least that's how I think of it. No, not Germa. Oh my god, I just realized what Germa was. Never. But yeah, he's pretty cool. It's like he just looks like an old cartoon turtle that like who's wearing a bathrobe and just wandering around and talking around. So weird. But the fact that these guys are packed together and that they're, I guess, friends. I guess so. I don't get it. It's like, but he's still a fine addition. It's like, it's kind of like, okay, I can use these weird little mutants. Why not? But then with articulation here at the head there, goes up about that much. Goes down only about that much. Not like crazy range. But then at the neck, you don't really have any articulation there. But at the shoulder, he goes up there, but no articulation past there. Except for at the hand, where that's a actual full I think, is it? No, it's just a rotation joint right there at the hand, so same happening over there. It's kind of stiff. Like, you're not probably really supposed to move the hands really that much, but it's just however you can get it to work. And then at the feet, they just rotate a little. They're kind of stiff. I don't really want to move them too much. Like, these feels like, they feel like they could break. So don't like that. But it's like, but he's just gonna be standing there, doing his thing, being Kerma. Move that back. How's that look? That looks way better. Yeah, that's Kerma. He's pretty cool. But then onto our accessories. I guess first off, we just gotta do is Mondo Gecko's skateboard, where it kind of has that same like that engine detail, yeah, that we saw with our first one, and kind of with how the exhaust ports. I forget, it's like if it is supposed to be like a special like power, or if it's really it's like okay, it's like you just put some gas in it, it's good to go. But it's like, but then you have like the skateboard design there, where it's like that flame kind of detail, so that's really cool. And then at the bottom you have some nice red tires there, and then they have a little like a yellow detail inside, so that's pretty cool. And then at the bottom you have like some gray bits just to show off. It's like just kind of flat at the bottom, but you're not looking at that. You're looking at this, and that looks really cool. Well, might as well just get him on there. Looks like he does have little peg holes there. Mario's Wario. What? I have no idea what you're talking about. Mario's Wario. Who's Mario's Wario? That's okay. That's not bad. Like, yeah, just getting them on there. Well, that's not bad. Like, already, like, that doesn't look bad at all. Put a more direct. Try to get him. I'm just saying the turtles saved the whole city and the toad guys, yeah, just hung around. What? I'm just saying, what? The turtles saved the whole city and the toad guys just hung around. What? I have no idea what you're talking about, Gavin. Yeah, you're making less sense to me. I'm not in a state to understand what you're saying right now. What? I have no idea. I'll have to deal with it. Because I'm trying to play with toys, man. I'm doing a show. Does that look decent? That's like okay. I thought the toad guys, yeah, were heroes. What? The toads? Oh, wait, okay. The turtles saved the whole city and the toad guys just hung around. Oh. I get what you're saying. I completely forgot what you were talking about. I thought the toads were heroes. The toads are heroes, but they're frogs. They're not just toads. Like, there's like a toad. But it's kind of like, but they're not all toads. Like, I don't know what kind of frog they are. They're just frogs, bro. They're not toads. They're not specifically toads. They're just frogs. Well, this looks decent. That's okay. I can do better. But that's what we have other accessories for. So where Mondo Gecko comes with 2 hands there, a bare-fisted and then a gloved, but they're just both grip hands on there, and then a little weird lizard right there. Weird little dude. Got no idea why. Then we have, kind of like this space, kind of like this tech blaster. It kind of looks like it's like this is definitely something, some like a Dimension X kind of weapon. But yeah. And then he has a little gauntlet, essentially. It's a nice little cool thing. I don't really remember him having one, but I guess if it's like if he had to like use it at one point. But it was nice little tech details, little like a vent thing going on there, so that's cool. And then the two accessories I then the two accessories that I actually used before, it's like for just for my pictures, is where I use this bag he comes with, because he just holds the bag, and then also this bomb that he comes with of some kind, which is like insane to me. So I only learned about their existence a month ago. I don't know anything, but I must have an opinion on everything. You know, this is a nice little bomb detail. It's like I used this before in a picture, so perfect. It's like, and that's how good it was. Gavin, what are you saying? I only learned about their existence a month ago. I don't know anything, but I must have an opinion on everything. Okay. It's good to have an opinion. I will say that. Have an opinion. Get this little gauntlet thing on. I assume that's where it goes, because that's what I think it goes, because it just makes sense. I'm not even looking at the box. I'm trying to, but it's on the wrong end, so I can't even look at it. There he is with the little, like the thing there. We'll probably just take that off. I don't think it really needs that. Then we'll give him his holding hand. All that paint is all coming off. Wow, that was like the biggest piece of paint I've ever seen. Ah. Oh. Yeah, but there he is, and we'll have him hold his little bag here. I got like paint all over me. Ugh. Hand's actually kind of stiff to open up. Trying to get this looking right. No, we'll do that. I was trying to get my pose down before I get him on the actual skateboard, just so I can get a good shot for y'all. Sorry if it went quiet there. I was really concentrating. I always hate this. Come on, Peg. Pegs are my worst nightmare. A stand for, just for my figure to help it actually do more? How terrifying. Of course, there's always like some kind of weight balance with this. How does that look? I don't think that looks bad. It's kind of weird with the bag kind of like hanging like that. Like it has to be, I guess, kind of more like that, but then that just looks weird. I don't know. It just looks kind of weird. Doesn't know working Maybe if I do it the other way. I don't think that'll really work. Maybe? I don't know. It just looks weird. Yeah, it doesn't look good. Always these hands. It's like it should definitely have like an up and down joint, because this has a side to side joint right there. Because that's a side to side. It's not an up and down. It should be an up and down with this, honestly. I mean, if you have them like kind of like loosely, it looks a little better, but not perfect in my opinion. You can't really see the tail that much, can you? Tail kind of just hides away, which I guess is kind of like the appeal. If I do get like that, yeah, then you see that tail a little bit more. It's actually a pretty nice tail. I didn't even talk about that tail, because like that tail has like these little orange spines right there, and has like the blue kind of coloring that matches with the stomach there. So that's pretty cool. Nice little tail. It's like I don't think it actually flexes. I don't think. No, it just stays up. There's no wire in there, but it looks really cool though. And it works great with this. It's pretty cool. Cool little figure. Awesome little guy. He went off of his bike again because I'm playing too much with him. Come on. Then we'll do a full kind of comparison of him and his retro. Get these guys side by side. We'll get him. Get them looking the same way. There they are. Looking pretty cool. I do like the same pose there, but you know, it's like it kind of makes me wish that they included like a different like a tongue accessory, like yeah, like a tongue, yeah, that kind of like hung out. It's like it's kind of what I think of like a venom tongue, like it has like a long lizard tongue. It's like I think that that's like the point of that, but it's like I get why they didn't go for that. It's like it probably wasn't really accurate to the cartoon, so it was kind of like okay, it's like it makes sense. But that would have been cool if you had like a kind of like a weird tongue. It is weird that he has a tongue sticking out, but oh well. They look great. These are awesome little guys right here. Get one of these. There. Because now we're getting to our last little comparison. So we're going to move our guys over here. And then going to get out some of our NECA cartoon turtles. This Mondo, we might. Do we want to have them off the bike? Yeah, the board. I mean, I think he can stay on there. Yeah, but there he is. Yeah, like with Mikey. Definitely works. Look pretty perfect together. And this one is yeah, like is the like the Turtles in Disguise. Yeah, Michelangelo. Yeah, I think I actually got the one that's like less shiny because it actually looks pretty good. Yeah. Awesome little figure. Mikey. Right there. Then we have yeah, like the other yeah, like yeah, like you know, the Genghis frog right there. And those look perfect together, of course. And then Doing the same with our leatherhead here. Those actually look pretty cool together. It's like those nice, like those greens, like those deep greens and those bright greens, and like all like the colors just work very well with all that contrast. Look pretty cool. God damn, that frog is ripped as F. Oh yeah. Frogs are always ripped, bro. Look at that. Yeah, these are like some beach bros. It's kind of, they're definitely yeah, like your actual, like your surfers. Most definitely. Yeah. Here's all of our guys there. Don't want to get you back here. How do we want to do this? We're going to do it like this. So we get all these guys in our shot here. Get everyone looking in some way. Probably not at the camera, but somewhere close. Get our Playmates. Here in the front, of course, Michelangelo. Cannot stand. Or if I damn. It's old turtles, man. It's like the main thing. Can't get a stance, it won't stand. Our Genghis Frog. And our Leatherhead. Yeah. Cool little figures. Can you see Mondo? I don't think you can. Move you back. Move you back. Move you back. Get you. There we go. Our main guy. Yeah. But this has been a pretty fun stream. Always great to get into like the Turtles universe again. I love Turtles. I love this whole franchise, and I love all these figures, all these old toys, all these new ones. They just all look so great. They look awesome. I mean, it's like, this exists. That's so cool. It's like, and then the fact, it's like that they're reproducing, yeah, like these older toys are very nice. They're kind of nostalgic for me. I don't know why, but I just always like the aesthetic of these old toys, and having like the updated, kind of like the more cartoon accurate versions, yeah, like of these toys. It's kind of iconic to me. So yeah, but with all that being said, I think that's it for tonight. It's only 9:19, so pretty quick stream. Really, looking at two figures is like it usually it's usually like an hour per figure, but I've been kind of consistent with that, so I like that. But if there's anything else, if y'all want to see before the end of the stream, feel free to shoot down in the live chat, and it's like we'll probably be back next week to do this again. We're gonna see how it goes on YouTube for probably a few more weeks, just to see what the feeling is. So it's like the Insta is gonna be a little neglected, but I gotta get some pictures done. I gotta get some videos done. So I'm gonna try to be better about getting that done. So yeah, just so that audience gets something, and you guys on here get something too. So yeah. Thank you all for everyone who's been on here and been enjoying and chatting. So yeah, with that, I'll call it a close tonight. So have a good night, y'all. Thank you.